Today's tech news moves fast, but understanding it shouldn't be hard. That's why Snarful Solutions Group brings you Connecting the Dots, where we break down what's happening in tech and why it matters to you. Now, let's dive in with your hosts.
Welcome to Connecting the Dots. I'm Alex.
And I'm Morgan. It's Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Really glad you could join us today.
Absolutely. We're here to, break down the tech news that matters to you.
That's right. So before we dive into the big stuff, let's get a quick feel for the morning.
Okay, here in Sacramento, looks like there's a chance of showers later, high around 79 degrees. And nationally, well, there's some significant weather. Heavy rain down in Florida, the peninsula specifically.
Right.
And out west, a storm system moving through. Could be some isolated flash flooding, especially near those burn scar areas.
Oh, yeah, always a concern.
And even potentially some dry thunderstorms that could spark fires. So, something to watch.
Okay, market check.
Yep. Dow Jones finished yesterday at 45,711.34. That was up, 163 points, about 0.36%.
Solid.
S&P 500 also up a bit, closed at 6,512.61, gained about 9 points.
Okay.
And Bitcoin having a good morning, currently sitting around 113,689, up over $2,100 today, almost 2%.
Wow, okay. Strong showing for crypto.
And you know what else is strong? Our San Francisco Giants.
Yes.
Yes, they beat the Diamondbacks yesterday, 5-3.
Nice.
Robbie Ray got the win. Just, fantastic start to the week for the Giants.
Love to see it. Okay, so riding that high note, let's switch gears.
Let's do it. Time for our Morningstar report.
Exactly. And today, well, it's basically all Apple, isn't it? That big event they had yesterday, September 9th.
It really is. It dominated the news cycle. So we've looked at the reports, the announcements, and today we're going to connect those dots for you.
Yeah, we want to talk about how these new iPhones, these new watches, how they actually fit into your life. For work, for family, maybe even for your adventures.
Right. It's not just about the specs, it's the real world stuff. So story number 1 from the Morningstar. It's all about the new iPhones. The 17, the Air, the 17 Pro, Pro Max, the whole lineup. And the big headline, a really revolutionary front camera.
Okay, tell me more. What's revolutionary about it?
It's an 18-megapixel center stage front camera. But the key thing, the really different thing, is it has a square sensor.
A square sensor? That's unusual. Most are rectangular, right? Like 4.3.
Exactly. So by using a square sensor, it basically captures extra information around the edges.
Yeah,
and then the AI, it's really clever. It can intelligently crop and reframe your shot on the fly.
So wait, does that mean, for selfies, you don't have to turn the phone sideways for a landscape shot?
Precisely. No more awkward arm stretching for that group selfie,
Yeah.
The AI just adjusts the framing. It can go from a standard portrait 4.3 to a 16.9 landscape, or even a perfect square, and it does it seamlessly, all while keeping that high 18-megapixel resolution. It's a big jump from the 12-megapixel on the iPhone 16.
Okay, that actually sounds really useful. Not just for selfies, I'm guessing.
Oh, definitely not. Think about video calls, Zoom, FaceTime, whatever you use.
Right.
Center stage keeps you perfectly framed, even if you get up and walk around your office a bit, you stay centered, you stay in focus.
That's a big deal for looking professional on calls, yeah.
Totally. And for anyone creating content, this is huge. You get ultra-stabilized 4K HDR video from the front camera now.
Wow, 4K HDR on the front.
Yep. And get this, dual capture. You can record with the front and the rear cameras at the same time.
Okay, hold on. So I could film an unboxing video showing the product with the back camera and capture my reaction with the front camera simultaneously.
Exactly. Or imagine being at, say, a Giants game.
Okay.
You could capture your reaction to a home run while also showing the play on the field. It just makes storytelling so much more natural on the device itself.
That does open up possibilities. It's less about just capturing a moment and more about sharing an experience almost. For businesses, too, I can see that being useful for marketing, making things feel more authentic.
For sure. And it's not just the camera, though that's the big highlight. There are other upgrades across the line.
Like what else?
Well, durability. They've got Ceramic Shield 2. Apple says it's got 3 times better scratch resistance.
Okay, everyone appreciates better scratch resistance. That's always welcome.
Always. And under the hood, the A19 chip, it's built on that new 3-nanometer process.
Right, 3 nanometer, so faster, more efficient.
Exactly. It powers everything, handles demanding stuff like, editing that 4K video we mentioned, but it's also crucial for their new AI stuff.
Apple Intelligence, yeah, that's their big push.
Right. This chip makes things like the live translation features possible, better visual search in your photos. All that AI relies on this efficient power, and you'll likely feel it in just snappier apps and maybe even better battery life despite the power.
Makes sense. And the display, any changes there?
Yep, a bit bigger on the standard and Pro models, I think. 6.3 inches now for the base 17. Super Retina XDR, naturally. Promotion for that smooth scrolling, always on display. And the brightness gets a serious boost. 3,000 nits. Peak brightness outdoors.
3,000 nits. Wow. Okay, so no trouble seeing your screen even in bright sunlight. That's practical.
Definitely. And storage, good news here. The entry level is now 256 GB.
Finally. Yeah, 128 was feeling a bit tight for a lot of people.
Right. Connectivity gets upgrades too. Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6.
Okay, future-proofing things there.
And Thread support via a new N1 chip. That's big for smart home integration. Makes connecting devices potentially much simpler.
Thread. Yeah, that's been gaining momentum. Good to see it integrated.
And one more thing on connectivity, eSIM only in some major markets like the US and Japan.
Right. Easier for travel, potentially more secure, though some people still like having the physical SIM slot.
True. So, pricing. The iPhone 17 starts at $799.
Okay, same starting point as last year, I think.
I believe so, yeah. Pre-orders are this Friday, the 12th, and they'll be available on September 19th. The Air starts at $999, the Pro at $1,099, and the Pro Max, you can even get it with 2 terabytes of storage now.
2 terabytes in a phone. Wow. Okay, so definitely some significant upgrades, especially around that front camera and the AI integration.
Definitely feels like they're focusing on how you actually use the phone day to day.
All right, let's move on to the wrist. Story number 2 from the Morning Star is about Apple Watch and some potentially life-changing health features.
Yeah, this one's really interesting. We're talking hypertension notifications and a much more advanced sleep score.
Okay, hypertension, high blood pressure.
Yeah.
How does the watch detect that? That sounds complex.
It is pretty complex, yeah. They're saying the optical heart sensor, using some advanced algorithms, analyzes your blood flow over time, like over 30 days. It looks for patterns, subtle changes in how your blood vessels respond that might indicate consistently high pressure.
Wow. So it's looking for trends, not just a single high reading.
Exactly. And this matters because, hypertension is often called the silent killer, right?
Yeah, affects a huge number of people, something like 1.3 billion adults globally, and many don't even know they have it.
Precisely. So having something on your wrist that could potentially flag these patterns early, that's remarkable.
Truly remarkable. Is this FDA clear?
They expect clearance this month, and it'll roll out in over 150 countries. But here's the kicker, and I think this is really important.
Yep.
It's not just for the new watches. This hypertension notification feature is coming via the watchOS 26 update to Apple Watch Series 9 and newer.
Okay, last year's models.
And the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and newer as well.
So people who bought a high-end watch last year get this major new health feature without buying new hardware. That's actually huge.
It really is. It speaks volumes about, the longevity and value you get from these software updates. It's not just about pushing new hardware sales all the time.
That's a very good point. It encourages people to focus on their health using the tech they already have. What about the sleep score? How's that enhanced?
It digs deeper than just how long you slept. It looks at duration, sure, but also consistency, how often you woke up, time in different sleep stages, REM, deep, core.
Okay, more granular data.
Yeah, and it puts it all together into a personalized score. Plus, it gives you guidance on how you might improve your sleep quality based on your patterns.
So actionable insights, not just data logging.
Exactly. And again, accessibility is key here.
Which models get this one?
This enhanced sleep score is coming to Series 6 and later.
Oh, wow. Going back a few years.
Yep. All the Ultra models and the SE2 and later. You just need an iPhone 11 or newer to pair with it.
That covers a lot of users. So watchOS 26 is bringing some serious upgrades, even to older hardware.
It really is. They also mentioned live translation coming to compatible older watches and a new wrist flick gesture for certain actions. Makes those devices even more useful.
Interesting. Okay, but there are new watches too, right?
Oh, yeah. There's the Series 11. It's thinner. They say it's twice as scratch resistant. It gets 5G connectivity now.
5G on the regular Apple Watch.
Okay, and a 24-hour battery life. Starts at $399.
All right. And the SE?
The SE3 gets a bump too. More powerful S10 chip inside. It gets an always-on display, which is a first for the SE line.
Well, that's a nice addition for the SE.
Temperature sensing, faster charging, 18-hour battery. Starts at $249.
Okay, so solid updates for the new models, but yeah, the fact that those major health features are coming to older watches is probably the bigger story for many people right now.
I think so too. It really emphasizes that preventative health aspect.
All right, one more big story from the Apple event, focusing on the most extreme users. Our third morning star item, the Apple Watch Ultra 3.
Ah, yes, the tank. This one's built for adventurers, right?
Definitely. Rugged design, obviously, but the headline features this year seem to be about connectivity and safety, especially when you're way off the grid.
Okay, how so?
Satellite connectivity.
Satellite on a watch.
Yep. For emergency SOS, sending messages, and even Find My location sharing, all when you have zero cellular signal.
Wow, how does that even work on something so small?
They've redesigned the radio and antenna system. It communicates directly with satellites orbiting about 800 miles up.
That is incredible. Talk about peace of mind if you're hiking or backpacking deep in the wilderness.
Exactly. If you get lost, if you get injured, you still have a way to call for help or let people know where you are.
That's not just a feature. That's potentially a lifesaver. For families, too, knowing someone out there has that capability. Huge.
Absolutely. It's like a safety net that travels with you no matter how remote you go.
What about power? Does satellite chew through the battery? And how's the regular battery life?
Good question. They've boosted the battery up to 42 hours in normal use now.
42 hours? That's pretty good for an Ultra.
And get this, 72 hours in low power mode.
72. Okay, so that covers a multi-day trek easily.
For sure. The display is also their largest and brightest ever on a watch.
Yes.
Same 3,000 nits peak as the new iPhone, so it's super visible.
Right. Crucial if you're outdoors.
And it now gets 5G connectivity too, like the Series 11, for faster connections when you are in cellular range.
Okay. Any new fitness stuff specific to the Ultra?
Yeah, in the Workout app, there's a new Workout Buddy feature. It uses Apple Intelligence to give you like personalized voice feedback during your workouts, motivation, pushing you on, that kind of thing.
Huh. An AI workout coach on your wrist. Interesting. And I assume it's still super durable.
Oh. Yeah. Built like a tank, as you said. Water resistant to 100 meters, dive certified. It meets those MIL STD 810H military standards for toughness against altitude, temperature extremes, shock, you name it.
Right.
And a little sustainability note. They mentioned using 3D printed recycled titanium in the construction.
Nice touch. Okay, so what's the damage for this one? Price.
The Ultra 3 starts at $799, same as the Ultra 2 launched at, I believe.
Yeah.
Pre-orders are open now, shipping September 19th.
Gotcha. So definitely a premium device aimed squarely at those who need that extreme durability and now that incredible off-grid satellite safety net.
Exactly. It pushes the boundary of what a personal device can do in terms of safety and connection.
Okay, wow. That was a lot from Apple yesterday. Let's quickly connect the dots on the big takeaways.
Sounds good.
First up, the new iPhone lineup 17, Air Pro, Pro Max. The star was really that 18MP center stage front camera with the square sensor and AI smarts. It's going to make your selfies, your video calls, your content creation just smoother, smarter, more flexible.
Right. Less fiddling, more just communicating or creating naturally. Second, the huge health news for Apple Watch. Those hypertension notifications and the enhanced sleep score aren't just for new buyers. They're coming via watchOS 26 to many older models like Series 9, Ultra 2, even back to Series 6 for sleep. That's massive for preventative health, using tech you might already own.
Yeah, potentially detecting that silent killer high blood pressure early on. And third, the Apple Watch Ultra 3. Built tough, incredible battery life 5G, but the real game changer is that satellite connectivity for SOS, messaging, and Find My when you're totally off-grid. Unmatched peace of mind for adventurers.
Yeah, these updates really do show how cutting-edge tech is translating into tangible everyday benefits for you. Better communication with the iPhone camera, potentially life-saving health insights from the watch, and enhanced safety in extreme environments with the Ultra. It touches professionals, families, adventurers, pretty much everyone in some way.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? How these devices we carry every day are becoming such integral parts of our health and safety systems. It's way beyond just making calls or sending texts now.
Absolutely. It really makes you think about where this integration is headed.
Yeah.
How much more intertwined will our tech become with our actual physical well-being? And maybe what does your next tech choice say about how you want to live and stay connected and safe?
Lots to think about there. We're here to help at Snarful, so reach out on our website if you have any more questions.
that's a wrap on today's top stories. Remember, tech doesn't have to be complicated, and we're here to help connect the dots. If you've got questions or want to learn more, visit us at snarful.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.